done so that you can hear his voice. You know Dr. Mugo is MP for Madioya. He's a member of Public Accounts Committee. I really don't know whether you want me to introduce myself once more, but I'm John Badi, the Chair of Public Accounts Committee in the National Assembly. So we actually invited you as Public Accounts Committee to address you on a matter of accountability. However, most of our members are held up. Some are still on the way, but we didn't want to keep you waiting because we had planned this presser to take place at 10. If you read the standing orders, it gives the chairman is the spokesperson of the committee. So I could even address you on behalf of the committee alone, but I'm flanked by my colleague here, so long as we have sat and agreed on a course of action. So what I'm going to address you on, is a matter that we have sat as a committee last evening. Motion was moved by one of the members. It was seconded, and we adopted it. In fact, it was Honorable Nabina Bwera who moved the motion, which I will tell you which motion it is. And it was seconded, was it by Dr. Mugo, who is seated next to me. And the members unanimously agreed. So now this is the gist of it. What is this accountability we are talking about? We, as members of the Public Accounts Committee, when we started our work in February, we agreed that as we concentrate on matters of accountability on historical accounts, which we are really working out hard to bring to speed, we will also be alert to continuous accountability in government, ministries, departments, and state agencies. We will not close our eyes to emerging cases of possible corruption. There is a latest report that the money that this parliament voted in the supplementary budget for the acquisition of fertilizers, subsidized fertilizer, that there's a possibility of embezzlement, there's a possibility of fraudulent activities having taken place in the process of acquisition or procurement of the same. There are chances that probably there is money laundering, that there could be illicit money transfers. A lot of issues are coming out in the open about this matter, and I'm addressing the media and I'm addressing the people of Kenya who have read about this new fertilizer scandal. As Public Accounts Committee, it is our responsibility to deter and ensure that we don't allow corruption to rear its ugly head in this country. And for that reason, and because this is a committee that is usually non-partisan and a committee that is not going to play politics, we yesterday took a vote as a committee, which, as I indicated earlier, was moved by Honorable Nabina Bwera and seconded by Honorable Dr. Mugo, and adopted unanimously, that we ask the Office of the Auditor General to do special audits on this, the supplementary budget appropriation of 15 million, which was given, a billion, sorry, thank you, Honorable Mugo, the 15 billion that Parliament granted the Ministry of Agriculture. And we are coming in because this is already an expenditure that is already incurred. So the 15 billion that was appropriated to the Ministry of Agriculture for purchase or acquisition of subsidized fertilizer, we are asking the Office of the Auditor General, Nancy Gadungu, to ensure that proper audit is conducted, forensic audit is conducted, and report given to Public Accounts Committee within 30 days. We took a decision on 30 days, and that today, this morning, we have agreed that we are going to come up with a TOR for terms of reference for the Auditor General. And once that is done, we are going to conduct public hearing on this matter, starting with the Ministry of Agriculture, which received the funds, whether they made transfers to other state agencies like Kenya National Trading Corporation. That will now be audit trail, and all the officers who are involved will be invited to appear before us publicly, so that this matter is also settled publicly. Kenya has had so many numerous cases of reported scandals which go unpunished. They are investigated forever. You will remember we had NYS scandal in this country. The conclusion was not anything that anyone would be happy about. We have had cases of the health scandal, or the scandal in the Ministry of Health. There was a KEMSA. There is no conclusive end to the same. This one, we want to be different. We will investigate this matter and have a conclusion and a closure. If there was no scandal, we will report back to the people of Kenya and tell them we have not found any scandal. And it will be easy for people of Kenya to conclude and agree with us, because we will be conducting the exercise publicly. If there will be scandal, we will make our recommendations, and it is upon Parliament to now deal with that recommendation when we make it on the floor of the House. Otherwise, that is what I wanted to say and report on. Once we finish our meeting today, where we are going to agree on the TOR, then we'll do a letter to the clerk. The clerk will now officially write to the Auditor General to ask her to do a special audit. Thank you.
Chair, what is giving you the impression that